Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are reading a fanfiction. It's been a while since I wanted to read any fanfictions because, to be honest, when I used to do this, I kind of always felt like I was punching down. I feel like people upload these fanfictions to express themselves, and usually it's children writing fanfictions or young, unexperienced writers, so I always felt bad making fun of their works. Well, I have solved that problem by getting a robot to write the fan fictions. We have a process where we pick random prompts and random characters to write a fan fiction about, and Chat GPT does the rest. So today we are reading a story called Cream and Metal Sonic: Adventures in Space. Interior: Cream's house, or it means the house of Cream's mom, Day. Cream the rabbit is playing with her toys in her room. Suddenly, she hears a loud noise coming from outside. She quickly runs to the window to see what's going on. To her surprise, she sees Metal Sonic hovering outside her window. Now, normally this would be a really bad thing, but for some reason the bot thinks that they're friends. So Metal Sonic and Cream are just friends in this universe. I guess Cream really does just get along with every single robot.
Not shocked. Metal Sonic, what are you doing here?
I love that it says in a monotone voice. Cream, we have a special mission to accomplish. Are you ready to join me?
A mission? What kind of mission?
We are going to space.
Space? That
Yes.
sounds amazing.
Apparently, Metal Sonic is just casually going to take her to space.
Yes.
We have been tasked with exploring a distant planet in a neighboring galaxy.
I'm in, let's go! Is she gonna ask her mom if she can go?
No permission needed. Metal Sonic opening the hatch, then climb aboard. Cream jumps into the cockpit and Metal Sonic activates the controls. Now we are in space, and it's day. The spaceship zooms off into space, leaving the Earth behind in space. Cream looks out the window in awe as the stars whiz by.
This is incredible! I never knew space was so vast and beautiful.
And now it just says focus. Okay, whatever. Stay alert, Cream. If it's monotone, how can I be focused? Stay
You're
alert,
monotone and
Cream.
focused.
We're approaching the planet. The spaceship lands on the planet's surface, and Cream and Metal Sonic exit the craft. Now we are on the alien planet, and it is still day.
You should be more surprised that Metal is talking at all instead of beeping and booping.
He has talked before. He's talked in the OVA, he's talked in the comics, and he's talked a couple of times in the games.
Cursed.
Cream and Metal Sonic are surrounded by strange alien creatures.
Wow, these creatures are amazing. Look at their tentacles.
Oh no, I know where this story's going.
Oh,
AIY. Metal Sonic analyzing. Stay calm, Cream. These creatures may be intelligent. Let's try to communicate with them. Cream and Metal Sonic attempt to communicate with the alien creatures, but they don't seem to understand. Metal Sonic, apparently he can get frustrated. It seems they don't speak our language, which is English, God's language. We will have to exterminate them. We will have to find another way to communicate.
No shit, Metal. I have an idea. Let's use music.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Fuck you, Metal.
Cream pulls out her flute and begins to play a tune, because she just has that here.
She just carries it with her.
The alien creatures start to sway to the music, and soon they are dancing. Metal Sonic impressed. Well done, Cream. You have found a way to communicate with the creatures.
Yeah, fuck you, Metal. Music is a universal language after all.
All energy is transferable. The alien creatures lead Cream and Metal Sonic to a hidden cave where they discover a rare crystal.
This is amazing. I can't wait to show everyone back on Earth.
Warningly, how does that sound? We must be careful, Cream. This crystal is very valuable, and we don't know what kind of dangers we may face on our journey back. I'll tell you nothing.
Just being ominous. I understand. Let's go back to the spaceship and head back to Earth.
Interior spaceship day. Cream and Metal Sonic strap themselves into the cockpit, and the spaceship takes off into space, which is not on the planet and might be in space. Now we are in space. The spaceship shoots through space, dodging asteroids and other obstacles. Too bad none of them actually do anything.
What are the other obstacles?
Interior, Cream's mom's house, day. The spaceship lands outside Cream's mom's house, and Cream and Metal Sonic step out.
That was amazing, Metal Sonic. I can't believe we went to space and discovered a rare crystal.
Metal Sonic nodding. It was a successful mission. I don't know what the mission was, but we must keep the crystal safe and secure.
Yeah, he just said they were going on a mission, and then they found a rare crystal, but it didn't say the crystal was the mission. Of course, I'll keep it safe in my room.
Firmly. Excellent. Our work here is done. Until next time, Cream.
Waving again. Goodbye, Metal Sonic. Thanks for the adventure.
You're welcome. Stay vigilant, Cream. Metal Sonic takes off into the sky, leaving Cream standing outside her house with the rare crystal in her hands.
I'll make sure to keep it safe, Metal Sonic.
Cream walks inside her house and puts the crystal on her nightstand. Then she falls asleep, dreaming of all the amazing adventures she will have with Metal Sonic in the future. Fade out. And that was Cream and Metal Sonic's adventures in space. What did you think of this story?
Amazing. 10 out of 10. Metal Sonic and Cream is definitely the best friendship, and I love the mission they went on where they found a crystal. So
my big issue is that there was no like conflict in space. There was no issue getting to the planet. They just got there and went back. Like, Metal Sonic brought up the idea of maybe something interesting happening, but it didn't. And it didn't really seem like much was happening at all. It was just they go to planet, they play music, all energy is transferable, then they go back home, the end. So I guess the premise might have been too vague, but you think space is like the ultimate fucking thing for creativity. But weirdly enough, the AI didn't know what to do with space. They just encountered an alien. That's it. They could have done anything in space, but I guess that's our limit right now with technology is they contact an alien, they played some music, the end.
They found a crystal.
So
yeah, it didn't really explain much of anything. I really don't even think there was a moral for this either. Like, there was just kind of nothing. Although I think it's an interesting idea that others could expand upon.
yeah, I like the idea of Cream finding this rare gem. Maybe Eggman will steal it. Maybe Eggman will find out that Cream and Metal are friends and tell him not to be friends with her. That could be some interesting ideas if this were to continue. So yeah, I think there's an interesting idea for a story, but I really do feel like that Chat GPT kind of cut us short here with this prompt, because I just feel like space should be so much more than what it was. And I know that this bot can write some good stories, so I'm just kind of disappointed with the lack of things to do in literal space.
Well, we tried to get it to continue, and it just immediately wrapped it up again.
Yeah.
It didn't go anywhere. It just had them saying goodbye.
So today we have generated Big the Cat working at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Let's get into this. Big the Cat works at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza as a night guard. Fade in. Exterior. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. Night. Big the Cat, a large, clumsy feline, is walking towards the entrance of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. He seems excited, but nervous. Cut to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place at night. Big enters the security office, ready for his first night as security guard. He sits down in front of the security cameras and begins to watch the pizza place. Big the Cat, to himself. Alright, Big, you got this. Just watch the cameras and make sure nothing bad happens. Suddenly, Big hears a noise coming from one of the cameras. Big the Cat looking at the camera. What the? Cut to show. Interior, show, stage, night. Big sees Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica on the stage. Suddenly, they disappear. Big the Cat, panicking. What the? Where did they go? Suddenly, the power goes out because Big was on the flashlight the whole time. He was just
Dummy, it's
flickering the
night
light with
one.
both doors closed.
Big why?
Oh no, what did I do? Cut to interior office, night. Big sitting in the dark, trying to figure out what to do next. Suddenly, he hears a noise. Big the cat, scared. Who's there? The door to the office suddenly opens, revealing a creepy animatronic. Which one? I don't know.
Probably
Big the
Bonnie.
cat. Oh, get away from me. The animatronic slowly moves towards Big. Actually, that kind of makes me think. They're animatronics. Is that like a robot human to us? Because Big's like an animal. And like Big would be
Maybe?
taller than them.
Oh
So
my
he
God,
has
I
no
think you're
reason
right.
to be
Big is
scarier.
giant.
Yeah, he has no
I mean,
reason to
yeah,
be
but
scared
Big
of
is
them.
kind of but Big's not really a hero. Big's
Yeah,
kind of,
I mean,
I don't know if I want to
never
call
seen
him a
him
softie, but
I've never seen him get scared though. He fought chaos.
yeah, and I think it was a comic or something, but we see him at some point defending his friends by just standing in front of them with his arms out.
Yeah, he's able to like chuck like robots and shit. Like he's really strong. But he
Yeah,
accidentally
he's
falls out of
pretty
his
brave.
chair and knocks over a lamp, causing the animatronic to short circuit. Apparently the wiring has the lamp and the animatronic on the same wavelength. All energy is transferable. Big the cat relieved. Phew, that was close. Suddenly he hears another noise and sees a different animatronic. Which one? Who knows? Maybe it's Freddy with his music box because Big ran out of power. Big tries to run away, but he trips over a wire and falls on the ground. Animatronics slowly approach him, but suddenly the power comes back on, causing the animatronics to freeze in place. I guess it hits 6 a.m. Big the cat looks around confused. What happened? Cut to the manager's office, daytime. Big sits in front of the manager's desk looking embarrassed.
Oh no. Big, I'm afraid we can't keep you on as a security guard. You're just too clumsy, and your mistakes could put everyone in danger.
What about the robots? They kill people. I mean, I understand. I'm sorry for causing so much trouble.
Sound more like Toy Freddy.
I don't care. It's whatever voice I want to give him.
Smiling sympathetically. Don't worry, Big. I'm sure we could find another job for you here at the pizza place.
I don't want to work. I mean, I guess I'm just relieved that I still have a chance to work minimum wage. Yay, I'm part of the system. I'll become
He
a
likes
janitor.
Freddy's. He likes Freddy's. It's his favorite pizza place.
So that was Big the Cat works at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And to be honest, a hell of a lot better than the last story. It kept Big in character. It made like reactions seem pretty legit from what it thinks Big is like. It made him extra clumsy, made him a goofball, and got him fired after night 1. And he won by being a goofball. So like that's really befitting. And if I wouldn't have told you this is written by a robot, you might actually think that this is written by a real person for how legit it feels. It
Yeah,
honestly
just
feels like
a real
fanfictions
short
I
little
read
story.
before.
I kind of wish it was a little longer, and I think it's just because there's not too much you could actually do here. But I did like this one. This one does feel like it could have been written by someone like legitly instead of just an AI.
I
It's
think
a
my-
really concept.
I think my biggest problem with it is that like we don't know anything about which animatronic was doing what. It just
Yeah,
said
exactly.
a animatronic, but the fact that they made the animatronics an actual threat is cool because I was messing around with this before and it kept trying to make the animatronics good guys. So I'm pleasantly surprised. Color me surprised that this story actually came out pretty good. And today we are reading a story about E103 Omega, Styx, and Whisper the Wolf. These are all characters from different continuities, and they are going to be ghost hunting. So let's get into this fan fiction. Fade in, exterior, Omega's lab at night. Because apparently Omega just has a lab now. Omega
Yeah.
has gone into the sciences and now just has a lab.
Yes, and I'm guessing he's probably been talked into looking into paranormal stuff by one of the other two, maybe Styx. Now they're ghost hunting.
103 Omega, Styx the Badger, and Whisper the Wolf stand in front of a haunted house with Omega holding a flashlight. He could be the flashlight. He doesn't need to hold it. How does he hold flashlights with his weird hands?
Maybe he has it specially made for his hands.
Alright guys, we are here to investigate this haunted house and find out what's causing all the spooky activity. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. I've been looking forward to this all week. Let's do it.
The three friends, because apparently they're friends, enter the haunted house, the door creaking as they push it open. Interior, haunted house at night. The house, yeah, I know, SpongeBob. The house is dark and creepy with cobwebs and dust covering everything. The floorboards creak under their feet as they cautiously make their way through the hallway.
Ooh, I love the way it describes that. It's actually pretty good. So what are we looking for exactly?
Anything out of the ordinary, signs of paranormal activity, strange sounds, unusual readings on my scanner, which I'm assuming is built into him.
Yeah, that would be my guess. I don't like the feel of this place. Something's not right.
Suddenly, they hear a strange noise coming from upstairs. They cautiously make their way up the stairs, Omega leading the way with his flashlight, which I'm assuming are his eyes, not a flashlight he's physically holding. As they reach the top of
a flashlight.
I don't know. As the others reach the top of the stairs, they see a ghostly figure in the hallway.
Oh, this is so cool!
Yeah, it seems like how she would react.
Be careful, Sticks. We don't know what kind of ghost this is.
I'm assuming it's just one of those little Sonic ghosts. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Maybe it's a wisp.
No, I think it's just one of those little ghosts from the pyramid in Sonic 3.
I was thinking the ones from Pumpkin Hill.
Yeah, the same ones.
Oh,
they just look different. Yeah, they just look different.
Okay.
The ghostly figure floats towards them, making strange noises. Omega points his scanner at the ghost, trying to analyze its energy readings. Interesting. This ghost seems to be made up of a high concentration of ectoplasmic energy.
What does that mean?
It means we need to be careful. Ectoplasmic energy can be unpredictable and dangerous. Suddenly, the ghost starts to glow, and a second ghost appears next to it.
Oh no, it's multiplying. Uh-oh. Looks like we're not alone.
The two ghosts start to float towards the three friends, making eerie noises.
Ooh. Ooh, are they rattling chains too?
Yes, we need to get out of here before we learn the meaning of Christmas. Follow me. The three friends run down the stairs towards the front door with the ghost in hot pursuit. As they reach the front door, the ghost vanished, leaving the three friends standing in an empty hallway.
That was so awesome! Can we do it again?
Maybe another time, Sticks. Right now, we need to analyze the data from my scanner and figure out what's going on in this haunted house.
Agreed. Let's get out of here before anything else happens.
The three friends exit the house with Omega closing the door behind them, being polite. Exterior, Omega's lab, night. The three friends stand outside the haunted house, looking at the data on Omega's scanner. It looks like the energy readings from those ghosts were off the charts. I've never seen anything like this before.
Do you think there's something causing all this paranormal activity?
It's possible. I'll need to run some more tests and analyze the data in more detail to know for sure. I am a denier.
Ghosts aren't real.
Tips Fedora.
Oh no! Oh,
Makes
man.
Reddit post of our data.
God damn it, Omega.
Ghost not real.
I got a picture of it. What do you mean?
This will get us more money. Alright, I've got a job for you. No one who doesn't play Phasma is gonna get that.
Oh my god. Maybe they should play Phasma then. Loser.
By Phasma.
Don't shell Phasma.
By Phasmophobia.
It is pretty fun. I think we should go back inside and investigate some more. Sticks. I don't think that's a good idea. We don't know what else could be in there.
She's right. We need to approach this with caution. We need to come back with a full team because we're not a full team and all the necessary equipment to conduct a proper investigation.
You gotta get the cameras and the tripods. What are you doing?
I need my dots. My dots. I need the microphone
Motion
that costs
sensor.
like $400.
But that's going to take forever! Patient 6. We need to do this the right way if we're going to figure out what's causing all of this activity.
We'll come back tomorrow with the rest of the non-existent team. Until then, I suggest we get some rest. The three friends nod in agreement and go back to Omega's lab. Fade out. Fade in. Interior. Haunted house. Day. The next day. Omega and Styx and Whisper return to the haunted house with a team of paranormal investigators. Who are they? Who knows? Who cares? They spend hours. Yes, it's Team Chaotix. They're detectives. You are on your side.
Yes!
They hunt ghosts now because I don't care about this story. They spend hours
mystery.
They spent hours conducting a thorough investigation. I haven't found the computer room. Investigating, taking readings, recording audio and video, and analyzing data. As the sun sets, the investigation comes to a close. Omega gathers everyone together and they leave in their van to share his findings. After a thorough investigation, we've determined that this haunted house is indeed a home to a high concentration of paranormal activity. No shit. But the source of the activity is still unknown. God, not real. Tip, tip, tip.
Stop tipping! So we didn't find anything?
No, I destroyed all the evidence. People must not know that religion is right.
But it killed Charmy! We got a picture!
It does not matter. Not yet, Styx. But this is just the beginning. We'll need to continue to do our research and gather more data before we draw any conclusions.
I have a feeling we're going to uncover something big.
No, he was in the last story.
That's what I was thinking.
I agree, Whisper. This haunted house is just the tip of the iceberg. There is a whole world of paranormal activity out there waiting to be explored. The team packs up their equipment and leaves the haunted house, ready to continue their research and uncover the mysteries of the paranormal world. Fade out.
Did they find what type of ghost it was?
They have to mark their journal. And that was the Sonic Ghost Hunters. Honestly, this is like my second favorite one. Kind of first favorite one because of the little monologues we had back and forth.
Yeah.
It was an interesting premise. I really like Sonic ghost hunting as a thing. I like Omega being the stickler, not understanding ghosts or caring about it. It was
ghosts. Ghosts aren't real.
Yeah, like they had evidence in the actual story. They said they had evidence, and he's like, "There's no evidence." So I don't know what was going on there. I think this.
I'm guessing he doesn't think that they're actually ghosts. Maybe he thinks it's something else going on.
Maybe this story is competently written, and it actually does flow with a narrative, and the interactions with the characters are interesting. The only real criticism I have is that a paranormal investigator team gets introduced out of nowhere. We don't get to know who they are. It doesn't tell us who they are. They just appear and then leave. So yeah, that's kind of lame. We had to make them Team Chaotix out of nowhere, minus Charmy now.
Chaotix. Yeah, Charmy died.
Team Chaotix. Charmy's dead. It's like Chunky Kong, he's dead.
No.
Today's story is going to be Sonic's Haunted Schoolhouse, a nightmare unleashed. It was a quiet evening, and I was browsing the internet when I stumbled upon an old game from my childhood, Sonic's Schoolhouse. I remembered how much fun I used to have playing it. Oh yeah, fucking walking around solving easy math. Welcome to my schoolhouse. So much fun. Playing it, and I decided to download it for old time's sake and updated it so it could actually run on your computer because it's ancient. As the game loaded up, I couldn't help but feel a sense of nostalgia wash over me. Oh yeah, that's right up there. Like, classic childhood memories, nice music on the radio, playing Sonic Schoolhouse, right up there. Brings me right back to a time I don't want to remember. The bright colors, the catchy music. Oh my god, the music is terrible. And the familiar characters, aka Sonic, and random animal friends, and bouncing letters and numbers. All brought back memories of a simpler time. A pre-9/11 time. But as I started playing, things began to feel off. The graphics were glitchy, and Sonic's movements were jerky and unnatural, which is weird because he's a PNG, but whatever. The cheerful music that used to accompany the game had been replaced with an eerie silence. Oh, that's actually for the better. As I made my way through the game, I started to notice strange things happening. The characters' dialogues have been replaced with much more ominous messages like, society's a scam, buy gold, don't trust the banks. And the schoolhouse itself seemed to be shifting and changing. The more I played, the more I felt I was being watched. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was lurking just beyond the screen, waiting for me to make a mistake. Welcome to the educational system. America's great. As I reached the final level, the game suddenly froze. A message appeared on the screen that read, "You shouldn't have come back." The American educational system. And then, all at once, the screen went black. The only sound was a low, menacing growl that seemed to be coming from the computer itself. I turned off the game, but my computer wouldn't respond. The growling grew louder and more intense, and it was all I could hear. Suddenly, the screen flickered back to life. This time, instead of Sonic's Schoolhouse, there was a single message in bold red letters. "Welcome to your nightmare." That's Sonic's famous catchphrase. And when I heard the creaking footsteps coming down the hallway towards me, my heart raced as the footsteps grew louder and closer. I tried to stand up and run, but my legs felt like they were made of jelly, and I collapsed back into my chair. The door to my room slowly creaked open, and a cold gust of wind swept through the room, extinguishing the light of my desk. I could feel someone or something standing in the doorway, watching me.
I tried to scream, but my voice was caught in my throat. All I could do was sit there, frozen with fear, as the footsteps slowly approached me. And then, just as suddenly as it begun, everything went quiet. Door closed with a soft click, and the footsteps faded away. Shaken and terrified, I slowly got up and stumbled towards the door. As I opened it, I saw the hallway was completely empty. There was no sign of anyone or anything that could have caused the noise I heard. Trembling, I made my way back to my computer, praying it was all just a hallucination. But when I looked at the screen, the message was still there, haunting me. Welcome to your nightmare. I tried to shut down the computer again, but it wouldn't budge. The game had somehow taken control. And trapping me in its twisted world. He's forever trapped in Sonic Schoolhouse now.
Welcome to your nightmare.
I don't know how long I was trapped there. I thought you were there forever. But it felt like an eternity. Every time I tried to shut down the game, it would just mock me and refuse to let me go. Nuh-uh. In the end, I was forced to give up and accept my fate. Sonic Schoolhouse had claimed another victim. All the animals, people that were trapped before. And I was doomed to spend the rest of my days trapped in its twisted nightmare. The nightmare of someone might be coming over to visit and then going away.
Yeah, that was the nightmare. And that was Sonic's Haunted Schoolhouse, a nightmare unleashed. And I love this creepypasta. It's actually better than most of the genuine ones I read. Like, just the idea of Sonic's schoolhouse being haunted and it saying, "Welcome to your nightmare." But we never know what it's actually doing. Like, it just trapped him there. Like, it never said it was doing anything too creepy other than just being ominous. So he's just stuck in Sonic's schoolhouse basically as is, but Sonic is slightly edgier. And he just gives up and accepts his fate in Sonic's schoolhouse forever.
It's just, the only thing that confuses me is, like, I was trapped there forever. I don't know how long I was trapped there, but it felt like an eternity. I'm trapped here.
Forever. Goodbye. So
it's not a very good story, but I think it is genuinely better than some of the other stories I've heard.
yeah, we forced this computer to write another fucking creepypasta, this time about everyone's favorite game, Sonic Jump. This is called Sonic Jump, Descending into Darkness. Once upon a time, the best way to start out a creepypasta. There was a young gamer named Markiplier, who was an avid fan of the popular mobile game Sonic Jump. He was the only fan. Mark had been playing the game for months, unlocking new levels. I don't think there is other levels? Collecting rings and competing with others on the leaderboard. He knows something about Sonic Jump. But one day, everything changed. It was a dark and stormy night, and Mark was home alone. This is one of the new Home Alone sequels. Sitting in his dimly lit room, engrossed in playing Sonic Jump on his phone. This is his whole life. He was trying to beat his own high score. That's how sad he is. He's the only one on the high scoreboard. When he noticed something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? The game started glitching, because doesn't it always? Sonic's movements became erratic again, and the graphics began to flicker. Mark thought that it was just a minor bug, because that's always what happens in my game. Sonic starts glitching out and bouncing all over the place, yeah. So he shrugged it off and continued playing. Nothing will stop him from playing this game. But as he progressed to higher levels, the glitches became more frequent and more sinister. Sonic's once cheerful expression turned into a menacing grin, and the iconic rings now had a blood-red hue. Mark started to feel uneasy, but he couldn't resist the urge to keep playing. This is his life. Drawn in by the game's eerie allure.
No, it's that he's a gamer. Doesn't he have any other game he can play? It's like, I get he likes
It's either
Sonic
this
Jump,
or Candy Crush. That's all he's got. He's a real gamer.
No, he should go play Sonic Shuffle.
Oh no. That's the next story. As Mark reached the final level, he noticed that the background had changed. Instead of the familiar, colorful landscape, he found himself in a dark, desolate wasteland with no way to escape. The glitches intensified, and the game's music turned into distorted, haunting melody that sent shivers down Mark's spine. Suddenly, Sonic's sprite transformed into a nightmarish version of itself with glowing red eyes, sharp teeth gnashed menacingly. Mark tried to escape the game, but the usual buttons, which don't exist because it's a mobile phone game, were gone. Okay, maybe it is that, like, the little screen icon to tap, maybe? I don't know if that game has those. And there was no way to pause or quit. He felt trapped. Just give up. That's what I learned from the last story. As the game had taken control of his phone and his reality.
He's forever trapped in Sonic Jump.
Mark's heart pounded as Sonic Sprite started to chase him relentlessly across the screen. Who's him? It's only Sonic. He tried to dodge.
He was playing against someone else, and now Sonic's chasing him.
I think you can only play as Sonic in that game. Tried to dodge the obstacles and collecting rings, but the game seemed to be rigged against him. Sonic moved faster than him, and the glitches became more intense, distorting the screen, distorting reality itself. In a panic, Mark tried to turn off his phone, but the phone button was unresponsive. He tried to remove the battery, but the phone wouldn't open. He was trapped in this nightmarish world of Sonic Jump with no escape. Mark's mind raced as he realized he was in a creepypasta-like nightmare. That's always the best thing to do, is acknowledge you're in a creepypasta. But couldn't wake up. As the game's glitches intensified to a fever pitch, Mark's phone screen cracked, and he saw his own reflection staring back at him with bloodshot eyes and a twisted smile, mirroring Sonic's demonic grin. He screamed in horror, but the game seemed to feed on his fear, growing more powerful with each scream. Man, those are some real good blast processing abilities.
Did he scream more than once? Like,
yes.
I would have imagined it would have
He's just sitting there going, ah, ah, ah.
Like SpongeBob after learning of the hash slinging slasher.
Yes.
With one final glitch, the game crashed, and Mark's phone went dark. He was left in a state of shock, his mind reeling from the nightmarish ordeal. Oh my god, Sonic is chasing me! He tried to uninstall the game, but it had vanished from his phone, leaving no trace behind.
That's the worst nightmare.
It already uninstalled.
My high score, no!
Damn it! From that day on, Mark... There's so much left! Okay. From that day on, Mark never played mobile games again. Sonic Jump horrified me. I'm never playing another mobile game again. Clearly it's the mobile game market problem.
This is Google's fault.
He couldn't shake off the feeling that Sonic Jump had somehow invaded his reality. And he was haunted by the distorted images and eerie music. Some say that Mark still sees Sonic's demonic grin in his nightmares. What? How do some... Okay. A reminder of the horrors that lurk in the digital world, waiting to ensnare unsuspecting gamers who dare to play Sonic Jump. Oh no, the gamers are being targeted. Months passed, but Mark couldn't... Wait,
No, that's it.
No.
Months passed.
Months passed, but Mark couldn't shake off the trauma of his experience with Sonic Jump. He became increasingly paranoid, constantly checking his phone for any signs of glitches or strange occurrences. Just get a landline at that point if you're too afraid of your mobile phone. He struggled with sleepless nights, plagued with nightmares of Sonic's demonic grin and haunting music that echoed in his mind. Okay, so some say that Mark still sees Sonic's demonic grin in his nightmares, and he is still seeing. Thank you. One day, while browsing online forums, Mark stumbled upon a thread discussing similar experiences with Sonic Jump. Oh no, this is a reoccurring thing? How is it not been pulled off the App Store? Is it run by Sonic EXE? He found out that he was not the only one who had fallen victim to the game's eerie allure. To make Sonic Jump go, I have to get the high score. There were reports of players experiencing glitches, distorted graphics, and even hearing whispers of the game's music.
I think that's Sonic Colors Ultimate, not Jump.
Yeah. Determined to uncover the truth, Mark delved deeper into the mystery of Sonic Jump. He searched for any information about the game's developer.
Oh, it says Sega!
But there was little to be found. Oh no, it's a bootleg.
The game appeared out of nowhere? Sonic Jump?
It appeared out of nowhere with no official website or contact information. How were you able to download
He's not good at
it?
researching.
One night, Mark received... He probably just, tried to find a Wikipedia page. Couldn't find one, and just assumed it came out of nowhere. One night, Mark received a mysterious email from an anonymous sender claiming to have information about Sonic Jump.
Hello there, stranger. I have information about Sonic Jump.
How did they get his email?
I have your email.
The email contained a link to a hidden website.
Malware.
Malware. More than likely. Curiosity plagued him. He clicked on the link and was led to a dark web page with a single message: "You can't escape Sonic's Jump." What are you? Are you a moto bug now? Are you, haunted by the thought of Sonic jumping? Of course, it led him to a dark web page.
Apparently, it put Tor on his fucking computer.
Maybe it didn't. Maybe it just took him to a dark web page.
You can't do that. That's not how it works.
Give him malware. They're tracking him now. Mark felt a chill run down his spine, but his curiosity got the better of him. Maybe he found Sonic Jump on the dark web, so he already had it downloaded. He clicked on a download link that was on the page. Why would you do that? It's his better judgment. The file downloaded quickly. Wait, it just goes to a dark web page with a single message that says "You can't escape Sonic's Jump," and there is a download.
Now
Why
we're gonna
would
have
you
a PC build of Sonic Jump, a real nightmare.
The file downloaded quickly, and Mark found himself staring at a new version of Sonic Jump with a different icon and a darker theme. Oh no. It was Sonic that sent him this version of Sonic Jump. I'm calling it now. Despite his fear, Mark couldn't resist the urge to play the game again.
Wait, so it downloaded from his computer to his phone.
Wait, did he? Oh my god.
How? How?
On his phone. What? See, I thought he was gonna play it this time because it wasn't on his phone, and he found not to play mobile phone games. But it's on his phone again. What the fuck are you doing? How did you do that, Mark?
The ghost moves apps from the computer to his phone.
He hesitantly launched it on his phone. And
Funny enough, though, Google Play can do that, but I didn't think that this was actually a Google Play thing. I didn't think that this was Google Play. Is this evil Google Play?
Yes. Google Play, but the play is spelled backward. The game seemed even more sinister than before. The glitches were more intense. The graphics were distorted beyond recognition. Then how are you playing it? And the music was a cacophony of eerie sounds and whispers. As Mark played, he realized that the game was no longer just a game. It was as if Sonic had come to life, haunting him through his phone. Sonic's demonic sprite chased Mark relentlessly, taunting him. Okay, is it his sprite?
I'm assuming Mark has his OC, Mark the Hedgehog, in there.
Okay. Taunting him with blood-red eyes and sharp teeth. Mark's phone seemed to be possessed, defying his attempts to turn it off or exit the game.
Why would he do it again? Why is he turning it off again? In a desperate attempt to escape, Mark tried to smash his phone, my first thing I would do, but the device remained intact, as if it was indestructible, then put it on eBay.
It's a Nokia.
He couldn't uninstall the game, and every time he tried to delete the file he had downloaded, it reappeared on his phone. Mark was trapped in a living nightmare. Just don't use your phone anymore. Unable to break free from Sonic's relentless pursuit. Mark's mental state deteriorated rapidly as he spent days, then weeks, trying to escape from Sonic Jump. He became obsessed. He was already obsessed, neglecting his work, his relationships with multiple real women, and even his basic needs. He couldn't trust anyone or anything. It sounds like Mark is schizo, as he felt Sonic was always watching him, just like the government. Always waiting for a perfect moment to strike, like the shadow people. One day, Mark's friend came over, who now suddenly exists. Alarmed by his prolonged absence and erratic behavior, they found him huddled up in a corner of his room, his eyes wide with fear, mumbling about Sonic and the game. They tried to calm him down and take his phone away. That can't happen in the modern day, but Mark resisted, fearing Sonic would retaliate. In a moment of despair, Mark made a drastic decision. Grabbing his phone, he ran outside and threw it into a nearby river that is just near his house, apparently. As the phone disappeared into the murky waters, Mark felt a moment of relief, thinking that he had finally escaped Sonic Jump. But that relief was short-lived. Mark's friend took him to the hospital, where he was diagnosed with severe psychosis. What psychosis? Who knows? He was committed to a psych ward, where he spent the rest of his days, still haunted by Sonic's demonic grin and haunting music that echoed in his mind. And that was Sonic Descending into Darkness, but it should have been Sonic Jump Descending into Madness.
Yeah, Descending into Madness would have made a lot more sense. Descending into Darkness, I thought there was going to be more stuff about, like, him dying, like, in the game or something. It really should have been Descending into Madness. That would have made a lot more sense.
Besides that one point where the story tried to end and told itself from a completely different perspective, then switched back to the usual narrator, like, the story's not that bad, and it kind of leaves it open to, was Mark actually crazy? Did he actually download this stuff? Or is he just imagining it all? Like, you have the choice to decide if, like, Mark was actually being haunted or not. Me personally, I think that in this story, Mark's just crazy. Like, he didn't do any of this. The fucking game doesn't exist. It's just him being crazy because he spent way too long on Sonic Jump. He spent so long on Sonic Jump that he thought he could put himself into the game, and it drove him mad. He had to get all the high scores. So it's a fucking warning about addiction and how it can ruin your life. But what do you think?
I think it's on par with most of the really garbage creepypastas. I do not think this was very good at all. It was very generic, very cliched. The other one wasn't good either, but I think it might have been a bit better than this one. Just because it didn't have anyone like randomly appearing and saying, hey, I've got a download link here for you. And just like, he downloads something off the fucking deep web that some stranger tossed his way.
If the stranger was
Like,
even
that's-
real.
And it's very cliche of these really bad creepypastas, though.
But the stranger is one of the people online who like try to mess with mentally ill people, and
Oh, it
they were
could
just
be.
messing with them, and he downloaded malware.
Wouldn't be shocked. That still doesn't, like, he downloaded it to his computer, though, so it still doesn't make sense that he downloaded it onto his phone.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's one of the better creepypastas I read, and I'm excited to read more. Hopefully you guys like this though. If you like this, hit the like button. If you got any ideas for any stories that will appear in the future, comment that down below and I'll generate it up. Until next time, this has been Dylan and Lava. Bye.